Everyone talks about Google Bard, Midjourney, or of course ChatGPT. And yes, these tools are absolutely amazing. But there are a few hidden gems out there that most people have not heard of before. These 5 tools are entirely useful and of course easy to use. So let's have a look. Let me know if you do this too. You scroll through your smartphone and then you stumble across this very interesting article or website and you open it in a new tab to save it for later, because at the moment you don't really have the time to read through it right now. But before you come to it, you stumble across a few more articles or websites that you all open. And before you know it, you end up with a gazillion tabs on your smartphone that you never looked at and want to read at one point. Wouldn't it be amazing if there was a way to organize all of them? Well, with MyMind you can. MyMind is basically like your extended internet mind, and you can save everything to it that you come across. Just click on share and then send it to MyMind. The best thing is that you don't need to worry about organizing it. MyMind does that for you. The AI tool categorizes everything that you put in it. And when you have a quiet moment, just pull up MyMind and type in whatever you are interested in at this time. MyMind will give you everything that you have saved. Here we are at MyMind and it's super easy. You can simply type in anything that you want. So for example video, and it pulls up all the videos. Or let's say AI tools, and it pulls up all the saved AI tools and everything that has anything to do with it. That's basically it, so super simple. Down here you can see all the latest updates and news. For example, they introduced spaces. So if you have certain categories that you want to pull up always together, you can manage it down there. But yeah, that's already it. Let's say for some reason you want to add this or any other site to MyMind. You simply click to your extensions, then there's MyMind, and it saves. Now you can also add tags if you want, so tag, stuff, whatever you want, and you can also add a note. So let me just write delete later because I don't actually need this. And that's how you save stuff to your mind. And while MyMind has a paid version, the free plan is more than enough, at least for me. Let me take a brief moment to talk about something very personal here. At about 25 years old, I kind of hit a dead end in my life and I felt like I was stuck. This was preceded by many years of self-hatred, which I will get to later on in this video a bit more. With 25, however, I decided to quit my job and go to New Zealand for a year of work and travel and to get clear about what I want to do with myself and my life. It was the first time in my life where I really had to speak English, and while I had English in school and could understand basically everything, I never really practiced talking a lot. The first 2 weeks to a month were absolutely ridiculous, where I basically just said the same things over and over again and stumbled across my own words. Some would argue I still do that till this day. My point is, how do you really learn a language? With talking. But when you start out, most people are too embarrassed to talk because they are too bad with the language. Well, here's the solution. Just talk to AI. Langotalk allows you to do exactly that and much more. At the moment I'm learning Spanish, and Langotalk can definitely help a lot with that. Here we are at Langotalk, and these are the different bots you can have a conversation with. So as you can see, just a friend you can have a friendly conversation with, or language learning, philosophy, even dating. And down here you can add different categories for other bots. So for example, if you click on educational, you get all of these bots that you can practice different educational aspects with. And there on the left side you click on learn, for example, and there you have different categories that you can learn with, pretty standard language learning stuff. And then here you can create your own bots or other things, which is really cool, I think. So let's create our own bot and see how that works. Just click on create bot. Let's choose this one, and then we can make it male and describe what the bot is about. So you can basically say everything and anything that you want to talk about. So for this bot, let's say he starts out learning Spanish as well and wants to practice easy conversations. Let's call him John, and then let's see what voice we like.
Hola, mi nombre es John.
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 Okay, I will go with the first one here. Then we can click on create a bot. Alright, and then let's start chatting and talking to our new bot.
Hola. Estamos aquí para practicar español. ¿Cómo estás?
Alright, and here in the chat we can do a few things. First of all, here we can get a translation of what he just said, which can be very useful, of course. Then over there at the right side, you can click on suggestions for other topics that you may want to talk about. And then up here on the right, you can enable your microphone to actually talk to the bot, as you can see down there. So let's do that now. Hola, estoy bien, ¿y tú?
Me alegra escuchar eso. Estoy bien también, gracias. ¿Qué te gusta hacer en tu tiempo libre?
Alright, don't need to go too in depth here. I really love that you can have actual conversations and practice talking with AI bots. I have started my Spanish journey, by the way, in New Zealand. Quick shout out to my hostel mates in case any one of you is secretly stalking my channel. Let me ask you another question. What's your favorite music genre? Let me know in the comments. Mine is punk rock, just like, for example, this.
In a world of circuits and code we reside. AI's rise is connecting us with every stride. Robotic minds replacing human touch. Is this progress or just a cruel crutch?
You probably already guessed it, but this song was created by AI. Chirp by Suno AI is a tool that still blows me away. A few months ago, you could barely create realistic sounding voices, and now we got this.
Lost in a digital abyss we drown. As AI's grip on us tightly clowns. We're disconnected, hearts turn to stone. Is this the future we really wanna own?
I'm honestly still amazed, especially when thinking about that this is the worst it will ever be. Chirp works in Discord and it's super easy to use. Here we are in Discord in a private chat with the Chirp bot, and all you gotta do is type in /chirp, then you hit enter, and then you have this window here. And then up here you can pick the genre of the music that you want to create, and then down there you can have ChatGPT create lyrics for you, or you can write your own lyrics. If you want a way more in-depth tutorial for Chirp, check out the video in the pinned comment. Coming up with your own songs is fun and also free. You get 50 free credits a day, which works out to 5 generations. So go ahead, play with it. When making new YouTube videos, I try to come up with as creative, easy and visually appealing explanations for the different concepts as possible. That includes finding similarities, metaphors, watching things through different angles and finding good B-roll. One tool that I recently discovered is really good with helping with all of these and can really boost your creativity. I'm talking about TextFx. Here we are at the TextFx website, and I'll just quickly go through the different functions. You can pause to have a deeper look. First we have simile, explode, unexpected, chain, point of view, alliteration, acronym, fuse, scene, and unfold. I'll show off just a few of them. So let's go to simile and let's find a simile for likes on a YouTube video. Then you just hit run down here and then you can see it runs, it calculates and finds multiple different similes that you can toggle between. So there's our first one. Likes on a YouTube video are like raindrops in a pond. They are fleeting and insignificant in the grand scheme of things, but they can still make a big splash when they land, definitely. Likes on a YouTube video are like candy to a child, oh yes, for sure. So if you want to make me happy like a child that gets candy, please like this video. Likes on a YouTube video are like raindrops in a desert, fleeting moments of validation that sustain creators through the long dry stretches of obscurity. I really like that one. That one definitely fits. So I think you get the gist of it. It finds similarities and sometimes in a very funny way. So I really love that. Let's move on to the next feature, which is point of view. Let's just say AI getting better, and here it shows you different points of views, as the name suggests. So AI getting better will revolutionize the way we live our lives, definitely. Double-edged sword? Oh yeah, definitely. Will make our lives easier, but could also lead to job loss. Yes, for sure. Better as a double-edged sword, we already had that one. Better as the next step in human evolution. Now that's an interesting point of view. It's both a blessing and a curse. So yeah, I think you get the idea of it. Different points of views. Sometimes it's inevitable. Oh yeah, another good point of view. Yeah, well, sometimes it makes things twice, but I think it's a very good thing to play with and to get different opinions on different topics. Let's look at one more thing here. Let's go up here and then let's look at views. And with views, you find intersection between two things. So let's say YouTube and Meadow. And let's see what it gives us. Both the Meadow and YouTube can provide a sense of peace and tranquility. Well, yeah, with its open natural beauty and with its array of calming, relaxing videos. Alright. Where people can relax and enjoy themselves. Yes, for sure. Meadow with its lush green grass, YouTube with entertaining videos. As places where people can go to relax and escape from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. A source of inspiration. YouTube with a vast array of videos and a Meadow with its beautiful scenery. Well, for some things it works better, for some things worse, but that's TextFx. You can probably think of many more use cases for yourself, but for me it just works great for YouTube. Remember when I talked about hating myself earlier? That was basically for the most part of my life. It started with about 11 or 12, and sometimes I felt better, sometimes I felt worse. So it was basically an up and down, up and down. But with about 25, it kind of peaked because a few things came together all at once. The decision to go to New Zealand was the best one I've ever made. In this year, I fully focused on myself and on healing. And it probably sounds cliche, but when I came back, I was a completely different person. Not 1 ounce of self-hatred was left. It's still so crazy for me to think about that only 5 years ago, I still hated myself. It actually just feels like a distant dream that has nothing to do anymore with the person I am at all. I am actually grateful for it by now, because it allows me to help others through things like that. Oh yeah, in case you didn't know that, I also have a coaching channel where I help other people. I will revive it soon. If you want to, you can check it out at Wiese Coaching. You'll also find a link in the description down below. And if anyone watching this struggles with similar issues, let me tell you that it can and it will get better. It's not easy, and you need to be totally honest with yourself and face your demons, but it will be completely worth it. Anyway, you maybe already guessed it if you know this tool, but one AI tool that could have really helped me back then in my childhood is Pi. Pi is basically like a personal AI chatbot that is very empathetic and good at conversation. I've talked quite a bit about Pi on this channel, and it's one of my favorite tools, yet most people still have not heard about it. One thing I did was having a conversation with Pi in a way that my younger self maybe would have had it, and you can check it out right over there. And honestly, if you're struggling, feel free to reach out. You can do that easily on X or Twitter. The link is at the bottom of the video description.